I'll
Jazz.
just go on my phone and chat with you.
Yeah, that's cool. Let me know if you can see the stream as well, and I'll introduce.
Whenever it wants to load.
Oh my god, sorry.
Twitch had to flip save. Just subbed.
Yep, I can see it. Welcome back. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Clip Car Racing League round 13, I believe, of the Tier 1 the Tier 1 calendar. I'm joined by Jacob today.
Hello.
Jacob, how are you doing today?
I'm alright. I mean, commentating was the second option, but I'm sure it'll be fun.
Commentating was the second option, and unfortunately you do have to serve a race ban tonight, which I'm sure you're not very happy about.
That's right.
Nonetheless, you can come and have fun with us instead over on the commentating side of things.
Seems to be a glitch. People's game have died.
Not many people are loading.
Everyone's had to reload. Oh, I think they're loading in now.
There we go, we're coming in now. So Jacob, Hungary, what are your, as a Tier 1 driver yourself, what were your thoughts running up to Hungary before you knew that you couldn't race?
I was looking forward to it. It seems like a dry quality, by the way. But yeah, it's been quite a close season at the front. Personally, I'm only in the little battle of Hasbro for P6, but after a couple of unfortunate races.
Anything could happen at this point, even with people not racing, and there's a lot of people not racing today. We've got a few
Wet race.
We've got Rambo House in the Renault. Wet race.
Max and Ebon both said it, but you never know.
Sounds. People who watch the streams know that wet race will appeal to me, so on board with Angus here. The first car out. So ahead of quali, ahead of all the people coming out, what are your top 3 predictions today for quali?
I think Sky Spider will take pole. Alistar will come second, and Owen will come third. That's what I think.
Interesting, yeah. So I'm going to change what I initially said before we started the stream. I do think Sky Spider will be able to snatch pole today. I think he's very fast and he showcased that last week. I think Owen will get P2 or Flipper Jr. and Alistar will close out the top 3 and then start the race at the back of those top 3.
What's the strategy for Hungary, do you think? If you start outside the top 10, you go medium.
I think, I'm not sure actually, maybe medium hards.
Finn's put the mediums on,
Top 10.
but it's not actually on the track.
On board with Angus here, who's just about to start the first lap of the day in quali. Let's see what banker he can put on. Closely behind him is Rambo House, reserve. As the racing point comes around the first corner. Hungary is a good track. I think it's quite easy to track extend on. I think that will be a huge factor today in qualifying and in the race.
Yeah.
Track limitations, penalties, whatnot.
But this corner I come up here, Angus is going into is quite difficult. Quite easy to run wide.
Very difficult corner, and so is this one following after it. Quite a difficult sequence of corners there. Easy to spin, easy to validate.
Especially in the rain.
Especially in the rain, and we have been told there is a wet race as well, which is, amazing for all of us here. Maybe not the drivers, but for me and you, Jacob, I think it's gonna.
Not a bad race to watch.
Yeah, not a bad race, and at least you missed the rain as well.
I hate rain.
So as Angus comes around the last sector,
Looking like third lap.
the last corner. Doesn't look like a very solid lap. It's very comfortable around here already on his first lap, as he sets a 1:15.1.
Randall House next.
House.
15.7.
This is 1:15.7.
Swanee, pole. Swanee, 14.
Swanee sets the fastest lap.
And then it's...
And then Raza, the newest driver on the grid, sets the fastest lap of the session. 11 P2 puts himself P5.
Mr. Romeo.
Alfa Romeo on Tom goes pole. There's also a racing point just coming around the corner.
Second.
1:14.3 puts in P2.
Max into fifth.
Very close lap between the Alfa Romeo and the
Owen in the final corner. He's on pole for now.
E1 takes pole, and that's quite a good lap from him.
That's a good banker.
Far ahead from his teammate. Just hop on board with Dangerous Donut here, who is a Tier 1 reserve. This is his first race in Tier 1. Obviously racing in Tier 2.
It was a good race on Monday for him, wasn't it?
Got his first podium
Congrats to him.
in Japan. Congrats to him as well.
Oh, you not right. I did it.
As Hasbro comes on the last corner, what can he set? A P9 for Hasbro, which I think he'll be happy about as a banker. Arian starts his hot lap, sorry. Hop on board with Ali Star, who is predicted in our top 3 for both of us today. As he flows his way around through that very nice sector 2, I think, probably the nicest part on the track. It's a purple sector 2 there. In the Haas. As he comes around the last 2 corners here, what can he do from P17 first, his banker lap, as he comes around the last corner, crosses the line for a 1:14.5 and goes P6. I think he'll be happy with that one, as we can with E-Dog, sorry. Ferrari. Oh, what happened there?
Missed the pits.
Yeah, I don't know if he was going for the pits there or going for a lap, but
Harley. Red Bull. Ariane.
Aaron, as he crosses the line, what can he do? He gets P7. Nice lap from him there. I think he'll be happy with that. Fresh start for him at his new team. I think maybe starting on mediums is going to be quite beneficial for some guys here.
It's raining, so...
Is it raining now?
No, it's raining in the race, so you can't start mediums.
Yeah, of course. If it wasn't raining.
Yeah, the medium hard strategy or the medium softs. Never done a 50% one, do you?
I have, and I can't tell you that I'm the best at strategies, so I'm not going to comment on that. On board Angus as he starts his second lap of the day. This comes on to him. Let's see if he can improve on his time that puts him into P12 at the moment. Is that Hartley on a lap? Yes, it is. I just missed it, and he goes P13. Slots behind Angus, who we are on board with now, as he comes through sector 1. Let's see what he can do. As he flows his way through the sector 2. Let's see if he's improved on his time as he crosses into Oh yeah, he
Oh,
has
Damien
by
Hobo
a second.
has been
Damien
dead.
Hobo does retire from the session. It's going to hurt his chances. He hasn't set a lap either yet, so he's going to be starting dead last, I believe. Unless something else happens. As Angus comes round the last corner, set a purple sector 2. Let's see what he can do. Can he improve on his time? Took that
Oh, that's
a
a
little
good
bit
lap.
wide,
Oh, that's a
but
good
goes
lap.
pole. Great lap from Angus, and he'll be very happy with that. In the racing point. And he'll be happy to start to take a provisional pole at this point in qualifying with 9 minutes left. Let's see what some other drivers can do.
Rambo House next to crossover.
The house improved
Irrelevant.
by 7 tenths. Board of Dangerous Donut here after his invalidated last lap. Let's see what he can do round here now as he comes into sector 3. Didn't see... Oh, wow, I obviously didn't set a lap time before. As he comes around the last couple of corners, let's see what he can do in the Mercedes. Can he set himself a good lap? 16.5. Which puts him P16. Looking with Owen here, who is looking to maybe steal pole off of Angus here. As he starts his lap. His hot lap, sorry. That's the moment. And we're on the board with Ryan here, who's down by 10th on his time, which puts him into P5 at the moment. Let's see what he can do as he comes around the last corner. Remains P5.
Swanee goes fourth. Swanee
goes fourth. Good lap there. Purple sector 3 by the looks of it.
Max in didn't.
Yep. Max dives into the pits.
Let's go with purple sector 2.
Watch your own flipper just come around the corner with on board. With Hasbro, he's going to cross the line first. Let's see what he can do. Great lap from Hasbro, puts himself P2. Can Owen steal it back off him? Owen goes pole position. Very good lap from Owen there, and I think the top 2 is going to be quite close now from this point onwards into the rest of qualifying. Let's see who else is on a lap. Evans on a lap as he through sector 2. We'll leave him for a bit. He's about to cross the line. Until dives into the pits.
Yeah, Sea-Dog next. Everyone else just put
Easy Dog next.
6 steps up.
6 tenths. That was going to be looking like a good lap from E-Dog. Putting him around the P5 spot if we can continue this momentum. Improve. As he comes around the last corner to see what he can do. Can he improve on his time, get himself
P2.
When he goes P2.
Did make
Great
a
lap
mistake
from Evan
on one of those final corners as well, so
he
his time in
took
that
the last
lap.
penultimate corner a little bit wide.
Come into the pits.
On board with Xbox 7 up here. Is he on a lap?
Ariane.
I think he is.
He's 10.
Ariane goes P10, improves by 2 tenths of a second. Xbox 7 up invalidates and dives into the pits. As does Harley. I think everyone's on outlaps or in the pits at the moment. Arian will be happy with his qualifying performance, I think, so far. Hopefully, obviously, he can improve on that.
think it will be Sky Spiders, the next best special line on a fly lap, I think.
He is
Purple
just
sector
opened
one.
the one on my screen as well. Gonna hop on board with him for the remainder of his lap. Let's see if he can improve on his time. That puts him into P7 at the moment. As he comes through the chicane as well, not to invalidate there. And then we'll hop on board with the person next over the line.
Three times that. Another purple sector.
Yeah, 3 tenths up on his time, as you can all see at home. Let's see what he can do now as he comes around the final corner, looking very, very strong here. Does well not to keep the car on track, and he goes pole position. Great lap, and
I think he should speed up though to try and get another one in, unless he wants to do it on that side again.
he could.
Max Rogers
But I
is
don't
disconnected.
think he will. I think he'll be happy with that one. Let's
So
see if Owen, Evan, or Angus has anything to say about that. Angus takes pole position. A Racing Point front row lockout.
That's a great lap. That's a great lap.
Great lap from him, and over nearly a tenth faster than his teammate in P2. So that is a Racing Point 1-2.
I think the Alfa Romeos might be wanting to change that one. As they usually do.
They usually do. I think they'll both be wanting to change there as well. So one of them's in the pits, one of them's on an out lap.
Trying to get Max back in.
Let's see what can be done from there. So we hop on board with Dangerous Donut, who's 4 tenths down on his time in Sector 1. Max Rogers rejoins the session. Oh, and he loses a lot of time there. I don't know what happened. He lost nearly a second within that sector. Ollie wins it again.
Max is going again. Everyone's coming out of the pits now. It's got 5 cars.
There is a huge train of cars coming out the pits, and we'll hop on board with Ferrari V-Dog, and we see a couple of people taking that turn wide. As Owen Flipper starts his hot lap, let's see what he can do. Can he improve on his time? Can he stop the Racing Point 1-2 that there is at the moment? Comes around through Sector 1. Enters Sector 2, 600ths up on his time. Can he improve through this lap here? On board with Raza, who can't improve on his time.
It's got 7 at least 6.
Goes P6. Alien on an out lap. Owen, who's in Sector 3 now. See what he can do from here. Can he destroy Racing Point's hopes of a 1-2?
I think he might get
A lot
blocked
of
here.
people in front, and he's gonna get blocked. Yeah.
Blocked, I don't think Owen will be happy with that one. He improves, but
Doesn't improve. I think there was much more improvement there for him.
I think he wants to go for another lap, but Jay Russell was fighting for him. I think that's Owen's qualifying over.
Yeah, that is, and it was unfortunate. I think it was quite a difficult situation there. Whoever was in front of him, E-Dog, I don't think parked exactly on the right place, but obviously he had J Russ as well in front of him. That's what we're on board with Alistar here, and I think he just aborts his qualifying lap.
Red Bull goes P5.
Red Bull does go P5. He improves on his time.
Alistar just made the line.
On board with Alien Toe, he goes P5. On board with Arian, who does invalidate his lap. Jarvis, an invalidated lap. Oh, and Ollie, irrelevant PT, bins his car as well. Unfortunately. Edog on our lap, comes down the last corner.
Thomas trying. Goes up to 2. 4 times top.
Tom looks like he's got a good lap. Can he be the Alfa Romeo to destroy Racing Point stream to a 1-2? Can he do it? As he comes down the last corner, knocks his teammate out of the top 3.
I think that's it. Rather than P2, so anyone. He has avoided this lap.
That is our last lap. The last lap. The last driver to cross. And that is everyone, I believe, apart from Ollie, who needs to cross the line to, I think, finish qualifying for all here in Hungary. And I think that was a very eventful qualifying. If there is rain in the race, like expected, what do we think from the looks of qualifying?
Well, Racing Point, hopefully they can work together in the race to try and pull away from the 2 Alfa Romeos. Owen and Tom have got great race pace. So, I don't know how people cope in the rain, but yeah.
I don't think Owen is very happy with that. I think that is everyone finished.
Yeah.
I don't know who else we're waiting for.
There we go.
That's qualifying finished. So it's going to be exciting. No matter the weather, I think qualifying has really spiced up this race for us with the Racing Point and a 1-2, and kind of creating a trend. Destroying a trend, which was an Alfa Romeo on the top 3 all the time, and let's hope that Angus and Reese can pull away and carry this momentum into the race. As we see Angus, Sky Spider, and Metal Whistle, aka Terminator, are the top 3. Owen, E-Dog, Alien Toe, Raza, Hasbro, Xbox 7 Up, and Swanee complete the top 10. And then the bottom 10 are here for you. I don't have enough time to read them all out. Apologies if any of you drivers are watching this back.
Yeah.
This is going to be...
Is it going to be full race or intermediates?
I do think that will make a huge change. Let's hope that it doesn't dry up for the driver's sake.
I was feeling today. Dynamic work on Hungary usually is like a 50-50.
Who is low? Oh, we've got a lot of people loading in. I thought we were only waiting for a couple. So now it's raining. I don't know who fares in the rain the best. I don't think there has been rain at all in Tier 1 this season.
Netherlands rain.
There was...
But it was only for half the race.
Only for half of the race. So I think this is going to be the first time there's going to be a full rainy race, if it rains all the way through, which hopefully it does. Still loading in, but it is an intermediate kind of rain here today.
After the wet quality in Japan, Max could be looking at a good race because he did look quite quick in the wet in Japan.
Max did look quite quick in Japan, and we see Angus there just nearly losing the car out of turn 1, which I think creates a lot of excitement for this race already, just in the formation lap, people already spinning.
The pole sitter especially.
The pole sitter especially, which I'm very excited for. So we come back down, we just see Rambo House lose the back end of the car as well there. Just check out the rest of the grid. predictions now. So as you can see, the predicted stop strategy for Angus has just popped up on the screen there. I think this is going to make a huge change, and this is going to be the first race, so I honestly don't have a prediction for
very unpredictable.
This race. Rain makes everything unpredictable, and
I mean, we don't know if the rain is going to get worse or not, if it's going to dry up. We haven't been told anything about that, but
all we know is that there is rain on our screens, and the drivers have intermediate tyres on. The rest is the mystery for us to find out in the next 35 laps of the Hungarian Grand Prix. And I'm very excited.
yes.
I don't know about you, Jacob.
Oh no, Max. He's disconnected
Max
again.
does keep lagging out, which is unfortunate. These camera angles are going to be horrendous for the start.
Yeah, Angus is,
right
and Reese are going to be the only one without spray in their face as well. So
yeah, and that will make
a
huge effect. Horrible camera angles, nothing for us to work with here. As always, indeed. And it's 5 red lights and lights out, and away we go here in Hungary for the Hungarian Grand Prix Tier 1. So Angus gets off to a very good start there. It's telling me that all sorts of different people have P1.
Yeah. Tom into second. Reese holds it.
Oh, and Angus just taking a little bit of a spin there. Just
pretty clean in the
just kind of having a stroke right now. I've got all sorts of people top 5, but Angus still remains top of the front of the pack. Yeah, and there's a Haas that loses it, and a big crash in the background there as we saw it on board. As a big crash, I don't know who that crash was between Ryan and Alistar, yeah. And a virtual safety car has been deployed.
The time screens are back to normal. And it's Tom with a great start into P2.
Great start into P2 and Alfa Romeo's both into the top 3.
They've got quite a big gap already to Reese. I think he must have had a bloody start. And he has got a 5-second penalty.
He has got a 5-second penalty indeed, and there's a lot of chaos happened in the first, first sector there. Between the Haas just lost the back end, and we saw it in the back of our screens.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a great comeback drive for these guys, and going to make the race even more exciting.
So back to green now.
With Angus back to green, and that is someone in the gravel, and that is a relevant PT.
Rambo houses into the pits.
I think he's got wing damage from that collision earlier between the guys.
It's unfortunate.
As we're on board, it is unfortunate. I think he was out for a great race, good race today. He looked quite strong in quali. And Rambo House has actually put full wets on as we are speaking about him.
Did he? Didn't look like he changed his wing either. There wasn't a slow start.
Which is interesting. Maybe he felt a change in grip. But the top 5 at the moment are Angus, Tom, Owen, Reese, and Harry Hasbo, with his teammate close behind him. As we'll hop on board with him now. He's got Alien Toe as we hop on board with his gearbox. He's got Alien Toe right close to his backside, and Hasbo, who seems to be trying to pull away. Let's see, can Alien Toe make a move at a point during this race now? Swanee lagging close behind. I think it's just quite a bit of a divide. Then there's J Russ, Xbox 7 Up, Harley, all together. Dangerous Donut and Flamin' Hobo, and Razza close behind him. Max back in P16. Irrelevant PT17. Rambo Howes on the full wets P18. And I think he's going to struggle for some grip on those full wets. 100%
decision for now.
Yeah, definitely pace as well he's going to struggle with. As Alistar also completes
fast E-Dog.
2 laps. Aliento does make an overtake on E-Dog, and it's a clean overtake by the looks of it. No big contact there, which I think both drivers will be happy about. Raza gets a time penalty, kind of in the corner. I'm sure rain with no traction control is not pretty around here for some of the drivers.
Yes, it is. It's not good.
Aliento sandwiched between the 2 Ferraris at the moment, trying to fight his way back up to the grid. This is just quite a chaotic race, and we see the top 7 all really close. If you look at the track map on the right hand side of your screens, top 7 bunched together a lot, and a bit of fighting going on in the back as well. See what's going on down here. As the Red Bull is right on the back of the McLaren. Let's see if he can make an overtake using ERS to get away from the Red Bull. Raza saving his ERS, tries to go for an overtake on the inside, but aborts that quickly to get out of there.
Angus has got a penalty.
Angus does have a penalty, and I think penalties will become a even bigger factor now that the race is wet. The 2 Alfa Romeos are always good at
they do. Yeah, they do.
Always good at keeping the penalties to a low. And as Jacob did just mention, Aliento right on the back of Hasbo here. Hasbo doesn't look too comfortable by the looks of Aliento's POV. Doesn't look too comfortable. Whoa, neither does Aliento as he nearly loses it there. E-Dog lagging behind his teammate. Let's see what this is. A wet quali and a wet race in the same week. It's been a good week to see JRL and all the viewers at home. He's on board with Hasbo using his ERS to get away from Aliento there. Aliento still all over the back of him, and E-Dog will be hoping to join that fight as soon as he can, because I think this will get a little bit tasty soon, and there may even be contact involved, which will not be good in the rain here. As you can see, that massive dry strip of tarmac, and I think that is going to be a huge factor as well when the race starts to thin out. I'm sure that the dry line will become a huge factor, and on old intermediates, drivers will struggle a lot. So on board with GRS. I think these two are fighting still. They've both just got time penalties at the exact same time.
That's right at the end. Finn.
They are both behind Finn. That's irrelevant PTs. Probably looking to join the fight. As I say that, puts himself into the gravel.
Commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse, indeed. I didn't say anything this time either. Let's see, is Max Rogers back in the game? No, he's not. He has messaged me on Discord.
Alistar's lost it again.
On board with Alistar, and he's in the runoff area at that long turn, and Rambo Howell's looking to capitalise on that now.
Just the quickest getting wet of them. The rain's very heavy. But he is back on the intermediate, so.
But like, it's getting heavy, and Alistar just seems to look all over the place with his Haas at the moment. board with Tom, who I think overtook Owen, but then
Nice from there doing that time, I think.
Xbox 7 up takes that turn a little bit wide there, doesn't get a penalty though, which he'll be happy about. Harley looking to capitalise on that now. We'll check back on how these two are doing in the next few laps, and we can still see that the top kind of from second to sixth is still really close, really bunched up. I think this will be a very good race. Different strategies, bad weather. There's a yellow flag.
I don't know why though.
I don't know why either. It might have been because of Alistar losing the back end again.
Well, Angus is looking quite quick, isn't he? 2 seconds.
Angus is looking quite quick. He's created a huge gap to both Alfa Romeos and his teammate, who is still quite close to both the Alfa Romeos in the top 3. After 6 laps in this Grand Prix, Jacob, what do you think about the final outcome at this point?
Well, I think Angus has got a pace, but it's about the penalties at the end of the day. I don't really expect Tom and Owen to get any. Both racing points already got penalties.
Both racing points do, and like you said, that'll be a huge factor with the Alfa Romeos. They do really well to keep the penalties to a minimum and still maximise their race pace.
Arian's on the back of Swanee.
Yes. Will he make an overtake before the straight? I don't think so. I don't think he'll make a stupid decision here. It comes down to sector 3, right on the back. I don't think Swanee looks too comfortable here either. Oh, neither does Arian, as I say that again. Loses the back end. Just a little bit twitchy.
Irrelevant PT.
Irrelevant PT. Did he bin it or did he just give up? Just check with Max as he comes through. Yeah, looks like he has been into the wall there.
Alistar is getting the lap now as he's spun again.
Alistar is getting lap blue flags on the 8th lap of the Grand Prix. It has gone horribly pear-shaped for the Haas. Just hop on board with Sky Spider. Very unpredictable so far. A great start from Angus. Aliento splitting the 2 Ferraris and E-Dog being just, I think, slowing behind Aliento. Yeah. Swanee and Arian battling back here, I think will turn into a very, very close battle if one of them slips up and makes a mistake. I think a lot of people are just racing their own races at this point.
It's really hard to overtake in the rain. They're hungry in the rain.
It is very hard, and people seem to be doing well though. A couple of spins from a couple of people.
Alistar's fine.
And Alistar just
giving in.
Gives up with his race.
Aliento round the outside. Oh, there's no grip out there.
Goes a bit wide there. All okay though, no contact.
Sky Spider on the outside.
Sky Spider's still really on the back of Owen, and Sky Spider's really brought the pressure ever since he joined, especially in Austria. I remember him pressuring Tom a lot.
I think he went on track, didn't he? And Tom got on penalties.
Yeah, he did. Went on track. Sky Spider did get a lot of penalties that day. Let's check in on the penalties this lap. So 9 laps in, the race leader has got 3 seconds. The team is 5, Alien Toe on 3, Flaming Hobo, and the McLaren's on 3, and the Red Bulls on 6 of Raza. And I think that will make a great race.
Angus has got 100% ERS. He hasn't even been pushing. He's just got the speed.
Angus hasn't seen a need to push, and I think obviously ERS would cause him to spin out more, and I think just give him a little boost outside of out of the corners is
Alien Toe looking to get the move there now. Wheel to wheel. Inside.
Late braking, good overtake there from Alien Toe.
I think he's going to be happy with that one. He's tried it a couple of laps and
that one.
It's finally worked.
Alien Toe now up into P5, Sky Spider on the back of Owen, and Owen on the back of his teammate Tom. Tom takes that turn a little wide, Owen keeps it tight. Can he capitalise in the coming corners on that? Maybe he can. Fleming Hobo puts on the full wets coming out of the pits.
I'm not sure about that one.
Lap 10. I think full wets might be a bit of a stretch. We just catch Xbox 7 up, bin it, and he's just reversed across the whole track. Luckily he ghosted, otherwise
down inside of Sky Violet.
Wheel to wheel coming through this penultimate corner, wheel to wheel through the last corner of the track. Good clean racing between these two. And if he can get this done, he can't, unfortunately, and he's going to rinse all of his ERS trying to catch up to him. And he does send it inside, another down the inside, and gets there.
And Hasbro's going to
Great
get through as well, I
overtake.
think.
Hasbro will get through as well. What an amazing...
Oh, he's hit the back of Alien Toe.
And they've...
And, that could be win damage for Sky Spider, who was saved Hasbro from spinning, to be fair.
It's caused a bit of contact there between the both of them. Let's have a look. Sky Spider's got damage. Doesn't look like he's got damage.
The Alien Toe is really looking quick in the ring.
Maybe a tiny little piece of that. A little piece of that front wing has maybe come off. Xbox 7 Up also DNFs after his spin into the wall. Alien Toe right on the back of these two Alfa Romeos now, and this is gonna get tasty on this straight, I'm sure. So we're gonna stay on board with Alien Toe as he comes around the final corner of the track.
I think Hasbro might have ring damage. He's hit him an E-Dogger.
E-Dog right on the back of him now. Let's see if he can do anything. Can't. Hasbro seems to pull away from him. Sky Spider into P5, Alien Toe P4, and the rest ahead of him stays the same. Swanee Aaron still trailing him, and Raza just a little bit Tokyo drifting.
Rambo was lost in it.
Rambo has lost it. Back on track though. In the intervals, Max Rogers on full wets and Flaming Hobo, so both the cameras onto full wets. I reckon he's...
Well, Max just looks scared, so that means an AI is going to full wets. That's fine.
Yes, that is what it means. And is he going for a wing change here? We're going to check. It's not a wing change, just a change to intermediates, and I think he's realised that the intermediates full wets weren't the best. Is there a bit of contact with the chicane? No, there's not. I thought they would have been there.
Alien Toe still right behind him.
I think Owen's starting to feel the pressure a little bit now as Alien Toe, as we hop on board with him, gets his nose in there a little bit around the final corner. Can he do anything now? He hasn't got much ERS. Owen's on 90. Oh, and they've touched a little bit. I think that was very close from them both there. Side by side into turn 1. Can Alien Toe pull an overtake on Owen? Let's find out as they go for a merge around this corner. Someone's going to have to back out of here. Have they touched? I don't think they have. Great racing from Alien Toe.
Alien Toe looks just the most comfortable on there.
Alien Toe does.
Sky Spider gets faster.
Indeed, Sky Spider also, they're side by side here. Great racing. Owen Flipper back in front of him as they come around. Turn 4. Sky Spider does lose that position to Owen.
Alien Toe already on the back of Tom.
Alien Toe does look horrifically comfortable for the two drivers ahead of him. Angus with a 4-second gap.
It was 5 seconds last time. Must have lost some time.
Unless he's running for lean. And I don't know who's pitted. Owen's pitted. I think he might have got damage. Checking with him as Alien Toe looks to try and get an overtake on Tom. Can he get there? I don't think he can. Because Owen's got a wing change inbound. Alien Toe does get the overtake.
Owen's just gone in for a new set.
Owen's just gone in for a new set of tyres. Good overtake into the corner there by Alien Toe. Obviously we missed it on stream, but I could see in the minimap that they were side by side. I think they're still very close to each other.
Alien Toe does have a penalty, so he's going to have to get it down on track if he wants to win this race.
What is Alien Toe's penalty? Alien Toe's penalty. There's only 3 seconds, so he's going to have to increase that gap and close the gap to Angus. Let's see if he can try and finish.
He's flying, he's already got 1.5 seconds on Tom.
He has an Alien Toe. As I said last lap, he looks stupidly comfortable here, and this is going to make for such a good race.
Let's see where he started.
Hungarian, who's still behind Swanee. Coming into the last few turns now. I don't think he's going to get there.
Tom pits.
They are quite close together. And Tom does pit, which is interesting.
I think Owen will undergo him.
Still haven't pit. I think, yeah, I believe Owen will undercut him.
I think it's just half the race on one set, half the race on the other set, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the strat.
Yeah, Owen comes out ahead of Tom. And he gets the move done on J-Russ. Just about
Good overtake on J-Russ there into the first corner. Just a little boost of ERS as well to get away from J-Russ. Let's see how the two Ferraris get on in the next few corners. They're looking quite close together. They have looked quite close together in the past few races as well. Let's see.
Tom picks up a penalty. And he does a song.
Yeah, a lot of penalties being dished out here. Only a handful of drivers still with no penalties. Finn has done quite well so far. 15 laps in, he's kept his race quite clean. No collisions. Worthy, I think, of noting. And no penalties as well, which is great for him.
There's Reese pits, and doesn't speed.
just dive into pits, which opens the door now for Hasbro and E-Dog to get into the top 4, but still haven't pitted, remember, so it's going to be interesting to see
So
how
wing
the Ferraris
change, yes,
finish here.
yes, I think.
It is a wing change.
That was a slow start. Just come out behind Tom. Just ahead of the Red Bull.
Aaron still on the back of Swanee. This has been going on since lap 1 of the Grand Prix. Is he going to get an overtake? And I've said it a lot. He rides the curb a lot there. I don't think he meant to do that. Nonetheless, doesn't affect his entry to that corner. And Swanee seems to be pulling away. A lot.
I think E-Dog's struggling on his tyres. He's dropped 2 seconds.
Yeah, he does look to be struggling, but Hasbro's also on the same length tyres, so I think maybe E-Dog. I think E-Dog would be the best option would be to pit here. And
until the fastest.
there it is. And Alien so sets the fastest lap.
You can see where Owen comes out relative to Angus now. He's right behind Aaron with Swanee.
He is. He's going to join this fight. Can he get an overtake? The overtake that we've been waiting for between one of these cars, and yes, he does. It's side by side here with Arian. Can he get past the number 90 Red Bull? And yes, he does. The overtake we have been waiting for between any of those two cars.
Arian's trying to use Owen to get past on it.
So the virtual safety car has been deployed, and we're going to hop on board with Max.
And Finn is into the pits. That is brilliant time for him.
What happened to Rambo House here?
He lost it.
Does seem that way. I don't know where he lost it, but he did lose it.
J-Rex has got to drive through for speeding.
That's going to hurt his chances of getting a good position here. Great place, a great time to pit. I think E-Dog pitted perfectly there just before the virtual safety car. Obviously, I think his idea would have been to pit on the virtual safety car, but
Alien turns into the pits now. I don't know if they'll end in time. But it's looking good if it's out.
I think it'll end. Will he pit?
He's coming really slowly. He is coming in.
Will.
When's it going to end? I mean, he's gaining time anyway. Couple of seconds. Yeah,
Hasbro also pits, so Angus back into.
Owen gets past Swanee.
Back into P1. Owen past Swanee.
Tom is now trying as well.
Tom also on the back. There's been more overtakes by two drivers who have only entered this fight once than there's two drivers that have been fighting since lap 1 of this Grand Prix.
Alien Toe's going to overcut Angus. The VSC has worked out, and he's into first.
Alien Toe does get into first, and they're both on similar length tyres at the moment. So let's see what happens from 18 laps in. Arian really on the back of Swanee here as Tom also enters. I think Arian's really going to look to fight here. I don't think he wants to pit because I think he might be waiting for Swanee to pit here, pit at the same time, come back out and still fight Swanee.
Arian to the landed hurt this lap. Arian got Swanee.
Should pit, yeah.
And then not lose time, fly in Tom because he's right up the gearbox now.
Right up his backside here. Tom. Good braking position as well. Hopping the gearbox of Arian just to see how he's faring. With the two Ferraris behind him as well. Very close together, the Ferraris, all the time.
Yeah, Arian does pit.
And the ideal position was for him to pit, and he gets there to pit. Let's see if he can undercut Harry in the Alpha Tauri. with 17 laps to go in this Grand Prix, the rain doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. Here in Hungary. Here in Hungary, the rain doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon.
Tom gets that sweaty. Looks like he let him pass there. Not trying to lose time.
As you can see, the track does look very dry on the racing line.
Yeah, the rain is lightened up a bit.
I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon, but it will 100% lighten. Get lighter and lighter. As Hasbro gets closer to Swanee with his teammate and Sky Spider behind him. As Arian only goes down to P10, so he didn't lose much time at all there pitting for that brand new set of intermediates.
It's looking good for Owen still. He is in Alien Tow 3-second penalty range. But Alien Tow is really quick right now, so.
Alien Tow is, but the chances of him picking up another penalty within 15 laps, I think, is quite high. 16 laps.
3 cars over to Swanee, but he stays out.
I don't know why he's staying out. I think the best thing was for him to pit there. There's
Unless
also a Red Bull behind him with.
something
Unless he does, there's something that we don't. Maybe
I mean, the clouds are, you can see a bit of sun. But it doesn't look like it's going to dry up.
I don't think he'll dry up by the end of this race. I think maybe last lap, the rain will stop. Let's see.
You can't do the whole
So
race
that
on the
was-
same set of inters, so.
You can't, no. Raza pits only to lose one place to his teammate, who is going to try and catch up to that little pack now of Sky Spider, E-Dog, and Hasbro, led by Hasbro in P5, with Tom in P4, Owen in P3, Angus P2, and Alien Tow front of the pack at this point.
Angus
Time.
does pick up another penalty.
So that's 6 seconds for Angus now. I
He
wonder how that will
saved
affect his
Tom,
race.
but not early.
I think Owen will be loving life at the moment. He's in penalty range of, I think, all 3 drivers.
I mean,
Not able to-
Reese is in a good position. No penalties. P4. Well, he didn't have a penalty on mine. I thought he did earlier, but
I thought he did earlier
I think
too.
he might have got a 5 second for a collision under the. Oh,
He did have a
and
5
that one,
second, yeah.
They all yellow flags, and then that's why he's come up behind everyone. Because he had to wait 5 seconds in the pits. Just no idea.
Better than having a 3-second time penalty that can't be removed. So now he just needs to get his head down and focus on passing these 2 Ferraris.
Oh, as he gets on.
As we say that, talk of the devil.
So now it's going to have to be on track.
Now it will have to be on track, as you can see the top 7 apart from Owen have penalties. And
Swanee's still out.
check it back, top 5. Whole load. Swanee's, still out on 20 lap old intermediates. Will he look to go on slicks?
And picks up a penalty, fighting his team.
I'd say so. Here the Alien Tow as he crosses the line on lap 22 of the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Swanee finally decides to come in.
Finally dives into the pits, and you can see how old those intermediates are.
I think Ariane's gonna be like 8 seconds in front of him. Yeah, Swanee's just lost loads of time.
Unless Swanee was playing for just a fresh set of intermediates, just to blast through the rest of the race with. It's only 13, 14 laps now, and if you can take them on for 20, nearly 20 plus laps, and I think he can take them on for 14.
He doesn't have a penalty though, so.
He doesn't have a penalty, and he is one of 3 drivers who don't have a penalty. One disconnected, and the other one a great driver at keeping his penalties to the lowest that they can possibly be.
Someone's got 2 warnings, and Owen has got none. Oh no, and so got 1.
With Arian here, I just seem to be racing because a lot of people are racing their own races now. I don't think much is happening. Sky Spider just on the back of E-Dog, but no overtake.
I don't know if it's just me, but it doesn't seem to be raining anymore.
It's not. If you hop on board with the driver in TV Pod, it does not seem to be raining at all.
Maybe Sonny was waiting for that, but his tyre's probably in puncture territory.
And as we say that, Harley actually goes onto the mediums.
That is way too early. Look at him, he's all over the place.
Brave move from Harley there. I would have chosen mediums a bit later in the race.
Probably just testing it out for someone in his party or something.
It won't be long until some of the drivers start struggling on their inters.
We'll see the true pace.
Razor also goes onto the mediums in the Red Bull. So towards the end of this, and as you can see, he's already got a lot of wheel spin coming out of the pits. Swanee picks up his time penalty.
Only Owen and AI of Max. Look at Razor's. Z-Dog gets past Hasbro. Is there any other front runners going to come in?
Is Hasbro going to fight back? He might, but I don't think he's going to want to. And I think now people are starting to struggle on the intermediates a lot. Maybe a hard or a medium is the best choice now. Maybe finish the race off with the softs.
I think this lap we might see some action in the pit lane.
I think we might see a lot of drivers pitting.
Oh look, Alpha Tower going to come in, Swanee stays out.
Softs.
I'd say mediums. Actually, I don't know what Tyler is like, but Harley does spin on the mediums.
I think Harley was way too early.
No, but look at times.
Razor's still early as well. He's just
he's 5 seconds down in the middle sector to his PV, so it's not looking like it's the right choice, but I certainly hope it does fit into it.
Those two.
And he's going into the softs.
Onto the softs. The softs is a brave choice, especially with the people on mediums spinning.
So stays out.
Bold choice, as does Angus.
It's going to be the first
Owen
one
also stays out. You can see even Owen.
And it's Reese. Reese is going into the pit.
Struggling. Reese, the first one to pull the trigger on.
He has a big
the
gap area,
intermediates.
so he can risk things.
He can indeed. Will Arian pit for his slicks?
DRS is enabled.
Yes, he will.
I think Reese has actually pulled a banger here.
DRS enabled. Arian pits. Swanee stays out.
You're going to be looking at Reese jumping up to Tom. It's just the right time. DRS did get enabled, so.
This could be one great lap. Great race. Great end to this race with 10 laps to go. What an ending to this race. Has it got Sky Spider? Does he seem...
Yeah, it does look like he's faster.
So comfortable on the softs. And I think the top 5 will now start to pull the trigger more.
They'll all be coming in at the end of this lap.
100%. Will Alien Toe lead the pack in?
Yep.
Yes, he will. People just need to close the gaps up now on those intermediates. Close the
Sky
gaps.
Spider's flying. 2 seconds in 1 sector.
This is going to be very tasty, as you can see. Owen,
Angus dropped into the pit.
Angus, yeah,
Oh no.
just
That's
bought
so
that on
unfortunate.
Owen's POV.
As for last thing out, I think he's E-Dog's done it into the pits as well. That's a reset to track. The intermediates are definitely not the price to be on.
Intermediates
I see
are
a
the worst choice here. Swanee also takes that turn really wide. Arian on the mediums. J-Russ still on the inters. Razza mediums.
I think Owen's gone on. Reese just come up behind Owen. They're always going to be close. I think he will be faster
Very
than him.
close into the soft.
Right now.
Can he pull these softs off
Oh.
for another 11 laps? Oh, and Sky Spider. Can he get there? They're side by side. Yeah, 100%.
And he's through. Owen with no penalties. So just try and stick at it. I think he could just pick up a warning there.
Yeah, that was a really late turn, and Hasbro's still not pitted on the intermediates.
He's going to lose a lot of time. Ali's takes the pass that. Razza takes the pass that. Definitely the times to come.
Definitely the slicks. The best choice, and I think Sky Spider did choose the best time to pit. Flaming Hobo gets past 2 of the Mercedes, and as Dangerous Donut tries to fight back, Flaming Hobo makes a good return from his not so great start up into P11. With Arian up in P9, his teammate back in P10, and Swanee also doesn't bin it. That is Harley that has binned it on the mediums, and his mediums must be horrible right now.
I saw it the fastest lap. 10 seconds faster than the laps they were doing on the Inters.
Yeah.
As for lost
The
so
track
much
has
time.
dried up so much, and the track dried up.
He must have not wanted a double stack.
Yeah, I think he must have pulled it a lot. And Flipper, Owen bins it into the wall, P3.
Oh,
Into the wall.
yes. The right
Mate,
side of his wing is completely gone. It's going to release Tom here.
he's not going to be happy with that. He's going to have to pit as well. Is he going to put on a pair of softs at this point in the race? I would put on softs 100%.
So unfortunate for him.
Left side of his wing left. And it is very unfortunate for him.
But he just binned it, didn't he? He didn't crash.
He did just lose control of it.
E-Dog right behind him.
E-Dog right on his backside now. Is he going to get up on the inside? Yep. I think he's just going to let people pass now.
Always seems to go on for to be honest.
It does always seem to go wrong for him at the moment, and that is very unlucky for him. As Alien Toast has the fastest lap of the race, Sky Spider P2 and Metal Whistle of Terminator in P3.
Hasbro could be
huge gap.
more positions if he catches up. He's on the 3 and everyone ahead of him is on 6. Except the front 2.
Hasbro up to P6. Overtakes Arian, who is in P7. Is Tom trying to close that gap to Sky Spider, but I don't think he can. But Sky Spider has pushed really hard on these softs, so I wouldn't be surprised if that gap decreases, sorry, because of the wear and tear on the softs. Hasbro picks up a time penalty as well there.
Closest battle track is J-Russ and Flaming Hobo. As Finn loses it. On the curb.
Doesn't seem to lose any positions though, which is okay. Jairus right on the back of Flaming Hobo here. Let's see if anything emerges from that. I think it will. Sky Spider, as we can see on the penalty screen, 15 seconds for Raza. 3, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Everyone from P2 down to P6 has 6 seconds worth of time penalties. And Owen and the Eye of Max are still the only people. Flaming Hobo tries to defend this. J-Russ cruises past him. Good overtake there from J-Russ. Hop on board with... I think everyone's racing their own race really, and there's not much to comment on.
Asphalt on the soft is catching up to Angus.
Jack and J-Russ here, still side by side.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And it's first race.
Owen puts on the softs as we predicted. On board with Jack and J-Russ's fights. 6 laps left in this Grand Prix. I can't see anything on track changing between the top 3, and that may be our top 3 today.
Yeah, it does.
Anything could change. Anything could change from now until the end. 5 laps to go.
Looked like a solid race for Hungarian and Swanee. He's 7 and 8 at the moment.
Aaron will be very happy with his fresh start at Red Bull.
McLarens aren't doing well.
McLarens are not doing too well. Cameron Carver or Phil Mitchell into the runoff area of Flaming Hobo there. Comes back onto the track there safely. Alien So cruising around the track now.
He's dominant performance today. Just looked most comfortable in the rain. The SD helped him out a little.
Yeah, 100% helped him. The rain helped. I think the rain dropped in favour of him today as well. So fast in the rain, so comfortable, and that just kind of led him to a great dry.
Angus's actually his left tyres do look like they're going off the softs.
They do indeed, and I think
They have the same penalty, so this is full position.
This is just for position. Nothing will change. Whatever happens here between these two guys.
Angus
does take a few second time penalties. Tally, as we say that. There's been a commentator's curse of penalties around here today.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate, but they're still going to fight nonetheless. Not going to give up until the 35th lap when they cross the line. And let's see if we can on E-Dog here. Nice simple overtake there for Angus just to keep track position.
No, it's all about killing 2 seconds. It won't be easy. E-Dog is quick.
E-Dog is quick. I don't know what race is next.
Belgium.
It's Belgium next, is it?
Not a fan of Belgium, personally.
Really?
I mean, it should be a team match, as long as it doesn't rain.
Yeah, I think rain will make it interesting, but then again, I think rain will just ruin the race kind of thing. I think Tom has got a huge gap to Angus, and I think Tom will retain his podium today.
Yeah, he should be happy with that.
He should be. That's a lot of races consecutively where he's kept.
And then Selwyn picks up the penalty. Was the last man standing. If you discount the AI points.
Last man standing has now gone, and effectively the whole grid of remote drivers has penalties, apart from the disconnected driver of Max Rogers, who is no longer.
Angus is filling a gap on E-Dog. I think he might get a throw in E-Dog. Definitely lost some time there.
E-Dog.
It's really
Be happy with his
unfortunate.
on track position today. Some close battles between him and his teammate, like always.
Yeah, they always seem to
keep it clean.
right next to each other.
A good skill level in the team there.
Racing point as well, they should be happy. Second and fourth at the moment.
Should be happy indeed.
I think Angus will be a bit frustrated with it. Fraction to the pit then.
So I think the gap between Angus and Tom is 5 seconds, around 4 or 5 seconds. But Tom should retain that because of his penalties.
JUS is behind Reza. Still on track. You can see it immediately.
Can J. Russ make an overtake before the end of this Grand Prix on the penultimate lap?
He'll get the final points position on penalties.
He will, and I think he'll be happy with that.
I think it'll be his first points to the season. Alien 2 starts his final lap.
Watch for any kind of last lap drama here, and on the mini map we saw the Ferraris very close, but nothing emerged of that battle there.
Just the Alien 2 is finished up the driver of the day. Up 5 positions. And not kissing anything is going to win this race.
Alien Toe, Sky Spider. I think the Sky Spider is going to lose that on P2, I believe.
It's 12-second gap, isn't it? To Tom.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I think as Alien Toe comes around the last corner to win the Hungarian Grand Prix, he does a little wiggle there over the line. Very good race from Alien Toe there.
Sky Spider he's upgraded on his 2P3s.
He has indeed. I think a win today for him would have been ideal, but obviously he couldn't get there.
Tom stays on the podium.
Tom stays on the podium. Great race from him too. Sky Spider's teammate over the line in P4, Hasbro P5, E-Dog P6, Arian P7, all of these on track position, of course. And as we can see, Arian actually jumped into P5. Both Ferraris went down a position. Swanee come around the last corner.
Great race from Arian. Really happy with it. Swanee.
Harley.
Owen. I think J. Russell complete the top 10. Yeah.
Indeed. Great race from these guys today. Very exciting race. Let's get some people in for interviews as well. As we can see, three on the podium. Aliento having a little dance to
Yeah, Sky Spider will take an extra point in the fastest lap.
So there is the final order. Aliento, Sky Spider, Tom, Angus, Arian, E-Dog, Hasbro, Swanee, Owen and J. Russ finish off the top 10. Razza, Finn, Flaming Hobo, Harley, Max, Rambo, Howes, Xbox 7 Up, Alistar, and Relevant PT round off the grid. And Arian very happy.
Potential driver of the day for Arian. You got to be between him and Aliento.
Yeah, 100%. We'll get a couple of these guys in.
I'll get Tom in because it's on the last
Yeah. Get Tom in.
Hello.
Hello, Tom.
My audio.
Aliento got mine. He's not joining.
Are you ready?
Hello?
There we go. Right, sorted.
So, have you invited Aliento?
I have, yes.
You have, yeah. So, we'll start with you, Reese, as Aliento hasn't joined. First of all, congratulations. Good race from you.
Thank you very much.
No problem. How do you think that race went from your perspective?
Well, the race didn't start off as planned. I dropped down quite a lot of positions. The start wasn't very good. I didn't find the lines, and it was a bit all over the shop for me. I could have done a lot better with a little bit of a better setup. Luckily that paid off in the dry then.
You seemed comfortable in the rain, as did your teammate. Do you think the rain affected your performance at all, or do you think you still performed well in the tricky conditions?
I think I performed quite decently. I don't think it was my best, but I'm still happy with the result today, which is my best result. So yeah, I'm very happy with the race.
100%. Your thoughts on Belgium next week?
Belgium, I do love a little bit of Spa. I am looking quite forward to this race. I will try to get as much practice in to try and pressure some of the top drivers now.
Yep, and it will be a very interesting race. Thank you very much, mate, and once again, congratulations on your race.
Thank you.
Jacob, do you want to interview Tom?
Yeah. You closed your audio, Tom?
Yeah.
Well done on P3.
Pardon?
Well done on P3.
Thank you.
Just run us through your race. How did it go?
It's pretty horrible. I don't like the wet. I really did enjoy that. Yeah. It's horrible. Kept sliding everywhere. And then double sat Alfa Romeo pit crew. Got me out in 4 something seconds. 4.7. And yeah, I just drove from there. And then Owen spun because he put turn traction control off. So I got the podium off luck. But I'm happy with how I did.
Yeah, he did a good job. I think it was a deserved podium in the end.
Yeah.
Nice drive from you. Obviously you don't like the wet. But you were in P2 most of the time in the wet until Aliento come along.
Oh, Danny just dive bombed me and I tried going around the outside, you know, 'cause I got big bars. Guys pushed me out. I didn't appreciate that from
You did look too quick around Hungary today though. And Reese got the perfect pit stop.
Reese was
timing.
quick.
Do you like Belgium then, Tom?
Oh yeah, a little bit of Belgiumos, a bit of Belgian chocolate, some pancakes, croissants and that. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, congrats on P3. I'll be
Thank you.
racing with you next week though, so I'm not interviewing.
I'm gonna go for Chinese now. Hopefully I'll speak about me and my Chinese. I say for
Enjoy.
I will get some.
We're going to get Reese back in here because he wasn't including audio last time, so we're just going to re-interview.
Okay, right.
You including your audio now, Reese?
Hold on a minute. Let me look. Audios.
It's just in the pie if you click on.
Yeah, it should be in the pie. It should have a little box.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, it's ready now.
Yeah, so once again, congratulations on the race. How do you think that went for you, all things considered?
Well, as I said before, until the audio just disappeared, I thought the race went quite well in the dry. I don't think I really found the true potential of my setup during the wet. I think I could have performed a lot better in the wet. But I was quite lucky that the dry came along at the end, and I was able to maximise the amount of points I got at that end stint on the softs.
It was a good, an amazingly timed pit stop from you with the softs. Do you think the rain hindered your performance at all? Or do you think you performed really well? Do you think you performed well in the rain to set yourself up for a good end to the race in the dry?
It could have gone a lot better in the rain. I got a 5-second penalty for supposedly an illegal overtake under the VSC. I thought that was a bit unfair, but after performing my second pit stop, got rid of that penalty. Just tried to close the gap to some of the front runners, and it was just a case of right place, right time for the pit stop at the softs.
It was a great place, great time, and finally, your thoughts on Belgium next week?
Yeah, Belgium. Everybody loves a little bit of Spa. It's such an iconic track. I am looking very forward to racing on the track, and hopefully, if I get enough practice in, I can start to pressure some of the front runners now.
Yeah, and you're doing that well enough already, so I can't wait until you get all your practice in.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Apologies for the issue, and
absolutely no problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And to all of you at home watching, thank you very much for tuning in to this eventful Hungarian Grand Prix. And good night from both.